Hey, what's up mortals? It's Kane here with a new video for you. In this video, we'll dive deep into the mind of Annie Leonhart from the Attack on Titan anime. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat, so let's get started. Annie Leonhart is our favorite icy smooth criminal, and one of the most popular characters in the series, stealing hearts left and right. She's one of the few survivors of the graduated 104th Cadet Corps, where she graduated at rank 4 and a former member of the military police regiment. She also just so happens to be the female Titan and a warrior of Marley. But what do all these things actually mean, and to what does she owe her immense popularity? With the formalities taken care of, let's dive into what she's been doing throughout the show. Annie's life started out rough. Soon after she was born, a blood test revealed she was a subject of Ymir. Due to this, she was separated from her mother and deported, later being adopted by Mr. Leonhart. She was then trained in combat from a young age by her adoptive father, becoming exceptionally skilled in the process. Enough so to be chosen as one of Marley's warriors. In 845, she was sent on a mission alongside Reiner, Berthold, and Marcel, its objectives being to retrieve the founding Titan and exterminate humanity within the walls. However, tragedy struck halfway, and Marcel was devoured by a pure Titan. In the wake of losing Marcel, Annie argued to the rest of the group that they could simply turn back, but lost her argument to Reiner, insisting they push forward. As such, the party continued their advance toward the walls, eventually successfully infiltrating. After this, Annie went under the radar for a while before reappearing as a member of the 104th Cadet Corps at age 16. Due to her previous training, she pretty much breezed through the years, and even taught Eren a few tricks, such as how to perform her signature sweeping kick. She eventually graduated at rank 4 and joined the military police regiment. 5 years into her original mission, she ran into Kenny Ackerman while investigating the potential whereabouts of the founding Titan. In hopes of finding the King of Walls, she followed him, but was ultimately discovered and fled. This event would be the spark that would later result in the struggle for Trost arc, as Reiner, upon hearing the news, decided causing chaos would be the best way to smoke out the king. Once more, Annie suggested simply heading home with the information they'd already received, but was again convinced by Reiner to continue on the mission. A common theme throughout the series is Annie's supposedly faltering conviction as a warrior of Marley, as she's seen going out of her way to avoid causing people unnecessary harm, for example by expressing concern at Reiner's plan for breaking through Trost. Reiner expressed concern over this, and to prove herself she's forced to be a part of ending Marco's life, an action that would come to haunt her throughout the rest of the series. Annie's next big move would come to be her attempted capture of Eren during the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission, executed as the female Titan. While the mission was ultimately a failure, it also served to be the beginning of her downfall. Her identity as the female Titan became largely exposed, enough so for Eren, Armin, and Mikasa to try and lure her in order to detain her. A battle, or rather a chase, ensued between Annie and Eren in their respective Titan forms. Terrified of the consequences of all she had done, she made a last-ditch attempt to literally climb the wall, but was stopped by Mikasa. Upon her fall, she remembered her father's parting words. "Even if the entire world ends up hating you, just know that your dad is always on your side. So promise me that you'll come back." Upon remembering his words, Annie encased herself in an unbreakable crystal, making any attempt at interrogation impossible. This is where the anime leaves Annie, at least for now. So what makes our Annie tick? She's oftentimes described as callous, appearing somewhat apathetic, largely due to her upbringing. She appears to be an isolated lone wolf, highly talented and intelligent, but unmotivated to put in effort into things she deems are meaningless. Although she herself lacks motivation, she expresses a unique kind of respect toward people with a deep sense of duty, as shown with her admiration for Armin's unbreakable resolve. Despite her icy exterior, with her seldom smiling, she expresses clear guilt and remorse over Marco's death. Perhaps one of her most animated scenes is when Eren expresses interest in learning her sweeping kick technique, which became the first time Annie expressed genuine happiness. When it comes to looks, Annie has short blonde hair and icy blue eyes. Her hair is most commonly seen worn in a bun with 2 thick strands of hair framing her face. Her face is largely characterized by her Roman nose and large yet somewhat sullen eyes. Her military outfit consists of the standard gray pants, a beige hoodie, boots, and of course the jacket signifying her place in the military police regiment. It's also this outfit that she brands most commonly. Worth noting is her now iconic ring, worn on her right index finger, designed as a contraption for inflicted self-injury in order to allow her to transform into a Titan at any time. As the female Titan, her face still retains some of her human traits. Her hair is let out and falls just above her shoulders. She stands 14 meters tall and has a proportionate, distinctly female physique. Unlike most other Titans, she does not retain much of her skin, instead revealing her incredible muscle mass. So what does she do? Loads! As previously mentioned, Annie graduated at rank 4 out of the 104th Training Corps members, marking her as one of the strongest fighters among them. Due to her vigorous training from childhood, she's become an excellent fighter, well known for utilizing her opponent's force against them, making her able to combat opponents much larger than herself. This style of fighting also carries over into her Titan form. In her female Titan form, Annie is capable of self-regenerating both injuries as well as whole limbs. She also expresses a level of control over exactly what she heals, as shown when choosing to regenerate only one eye in order to spot the Special Operations Squad, utilizing the moment of surprise to later defeat them. Her scream also allows her to attract other Titans, as well as lead them well enough to break the Scout Regiment formation in order to capture Eren. She's also shown an incredible level of mobility and endurance for her size, as seen throughout the female Titan arc and escaping the Scout Regiment's trap. But her most iconic power is her ability to crystallize parts of her skin at will, hardening them similarly to the armored Titan. These crystallized parts will chip and break apart upon contact, but have been seen to serve her well in a variety of situations, such as using it offensively in her fight against Eren's Titan form, or in order to harden her skin to render blades useless. It's also this crystallization ability that Annie uses in order to encase herself upon her capture, in order to avoid interrogation. Now, in the anime, Annie is still left crystallized. However, as per usual, the manga has quite a bit more in store for us, so let's get all caught up. During the War for Paratus arc, Eren undid all Titan hardening after having gained control over the Founding Titan's abilities, which in turn released Annie from her crystal. Annie then spent some time recuperating after having been crystallized for an entirety of 4 years. As it turns out, being trapped in a crystal for nearly half a decade builds some character. Having awakened from her crystal, her first objective became to take Hitch hostage as she was visiting, which promptly failed but opened up the door for some much-needed character development. After failing to take Hitch hostage, the two end up banding together and bonding, and Annie is seen opening up for the first time about her childhood as well as the terrible things that she's done. The two travel for some time, but in the end, Annie leaves to join her former friends, aka Armin, Mikasa, Rainer, and the gang, and ends up working with them in order to stop Eren and the Jaegerists. So that's where she's at right now, trying her best to cope with her reality and slowly opening up to those around her, especially Armin, who even came to visit her on occasion during her time in the crystal, who of course isn't doing too well at the moment. But ultimately, all that Annie strives for is a normal life, to be done with her mission and to return to her father. But I think we all know it'll be a while until then. And well, until then, have a good one. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has got you covered. Our We the Celestials, My Hero Academia, and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We are always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video, so thank you all for watching and have a great day.